This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 2 to 3. And Yahweh answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, all praise, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops of Great Millstone that rule well. And peace and blessings be multiplied on all you brethren teaching this word in all sincerity and in truth. And to the few Akwaf as well. It's the brother Dama Agabar here with another lesson. The Lord willing to edify through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right. And as we know, one of the main visions that has been tarrying, but now it is speaking and showing itself in these last days is the M.O.T.B, the mark of the beast, which we believe here through faith here at Great Millstone that it is the implantable RFID micro C-hip. All right. And each and every day that these devils are trying to establish this new world order is another day closer to this prophecy ultimately being fulfilled. And one thing you have to understand is that, the M.O.T.B is already here. The technology already exists. And these devils are just waiting for the right crisis, which will come in the form of, this financial collapse, sedition, the falling away of this so-called society as we know it, the cyber attacks, the blackouts, all these different scenarios they're going to use to establish this NWO. It's all going to lead into the forcing of the micro C-hip. And they're already making push, they're already pushing and going in that direction that, the society will soon be cashless. And, your only form of buying or selling will be in a form of a digital form, which will come in the implantable M.O.T, the micro C-hip, which when you go to these different meetings at Davos, when you listen to Noah Harari and Klaus Schwab and a lot of their underlings, they have already came out and blatantly said that this is where your CBDC, what it will look like will be the size of a grain of rice. All right. And that's exactly what prophecy is speaking about. That's what we have been warning about. And we know that it's vastly approaching. So don't listen to these other bugged out Israelite groups telling you that the mark of the beast is somehow sin. All right. And you're going to be able to buy and sell with sin, which they have yet to show us how exactly that's going to take place. But, don't be deceived by these guys who are just ignorant on the fact. All right. We know what it is through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And we've been giving you warning and telling you ad nauseum exactly what the M.O.T.B is. All right. And it says the never ending war on cash, you see. And the reason why there's a never-ending war on cash, because that's how they're going to bring in the M.O.T.B. This is how they're going to lead you into, this beast system. And the war on cash is very necessary in order for them to bring in a cashless society. Because basically, once they do away with cash, then you're going to be ultimately dependent upon, your ability to buy and sell would be totally dependable upon the government. Whatever they issue, whatever they establish as, currency and, legal tender, so to speak, which it won't be physical. It won't be something tangible. It'll be in a digital form, which is how we know it's going to be implanted under the skin via this C-hip. And it's just a way to give them complete and total control. And it strips you of financial freedom. It strips you of being able to be independently wealthy or sufficient in the form of financial, position. All right. You will be given your monthly stipend of money depending upon your social credit score. And if you buck up or get out of line or do something that they don't like, they can just, electronically just cut you out of the system, cut you out from being able to, function inside of their digital slave system. You see, and it's ultimately to make you dependent and to make you a complete and total slave to their system. So this is why they have to get rid of cash. Because right now, if you have cash, you're still financially stable. You can still pay your bills. You can still, buy and sell. You can still function outside of their total control, and they can't keep tabs and tracks on every single dollar that you're operating with, freely in society. They're looking to totally do away with everybody having that option to be able to buy and sell without being tracked or traced or controlled by their system. And this is why the war on cash has to happen, and they're going to get rid of this cash eventually, right? It says, in the last few decades, there has been a global shift towards a cashless world, a trend that continues to shape financial autonomy. Physical currency is becoming increasingly rare as the majority of the world's money supply exists in electronic form. Governments and financial institutions are actively promoting a cashless society, raising concerns about individual financial freedom. And that's what they're trying to do away with. You having the financial freedom to be able to buy and sell at your leisure, or to be able to buy and sell what the hell you want when you want. All right. They want to have it to where they have so much control over your money that if you were to go into the store and try to purchase a particular item, it'll be under their discretion. If they feel that you've been buying too much chicken or beef or water or alcohol, they want to have the ability to tell you, look, you had enough. So when you try to purchase that, they can stop you from buying particular purchases in real time. You see, a total system of control. All right. So it's like, if you have, let's say if you were trying to help somebody financially and they didn't want you to be able to help them, they totally can cut you off from doing that. You're not going to have Cash App in the future in the New World Order to where you can send somebody who is struggling, a certain amount of money to get them out of a bind. All right, that access won't be allowed in their new totalitarian beast system, man. So you're just going to be totally crippled and totally, a slave. It says the Federal Reserve last annual update on physical currency and circulation reported about $2.2 trillion in physical cash supply. This includes physical coins, dimes, quarters, dollars, and green Federal Reserve notes. Nevertheless, there has been a rapid shift towards electronic funds, you see, which is totally controllable, trackable, traceable, It says in the current era, the total global money supply is predominantly composed of electronic funds, with physical currency representing a diminishing percentage. The concept of central bank digital currencies, see, that's where the M.O.T.B is going to be pushed from. That's how they're going to be able to deceive a lot of you people into implanting that C-hip in you. It's because, like it tells you, you won't be able to buy or sell unless you have that in you. And that's how you'll be able to participate in society, to buy or sell, You're going to have to allow them to put that in you in order for you to receive what you need for your daily, consumption. It says in the last year has gained substantial prominence globally. You see, because it's a global agenda. That's why he's going to cause all, both small and great, rich or poor, no matter what the hell you are. Everybody's going to have to bow down to this new beast system. It says IMF Director Kristalina Georgieva noted in her speech last year that CBDCs have already been introduced in the Bahamas, Jamaica, and Nigeria, with over 100 additional countries, including the United States, currently in the exploratory phase. You see, that's why it says, though it tarry, wait for it, so it shall come. And this is talking about this prophecy. It's here already. Like I said, they already have the technology in place. They're just waiting for the right crisis. They're just waiting for the right time to just, spring it upon everybody on this planet Earth, and it starts with them doing away with this current financial system, doing away with the dollar being the world reserve currency, and destroying all these currencies that have any form of, tangible cash or dollars or dimes and a physical, money supply. And like I said, so it's already here. They just haven't put in the final stage to where they're going to literally subliminally put it in you, man. But this is where they want to go with it. And this is why there's a constant war on cash, and they're going to eventually get rid of cash. All right. And you got some people who say, well, I'll just operate in Bitcoin and use Bitcoin. No, you're not. All right. You don't think they have, technology in place where they can totally take control and deem anybody who's using any form of a digital currency outside of what they want you to have. They're going to just let you freely just operate out of their control. It's not going to happen, man. You see, they're not going to let anybody have any type of financial freedom. All right. They're going to totally, corner the market and leave you at one option only. All right. It says the push towards a cashless society is often justified on grounds of, and this is how they're going to try to deceive you into taking this shit. It says grounds of enhanced security, with claims that electronic transaction deter terrorism, money laundering, and counterfeiting. And they're going to tell you, oh, it's so convenient, and you don't have to worry about working. Look, we'll just give you money. We'll give you this. We'll give you that. You sign up for this. We'll wipe away all your debt. You can start with a fresh credit score. As soon as you sign up, we'll give you like a billion, a certain amount of CBDC credits, which they're not going to tell you that is going to be controllable, and you're not going to be able to just spend it however you want to spend it, whenever you want to spend it. It's going to be a complete and utter trap, man. You see? It says, however, upon closer examination, it becomes apparent that the primary objective is an attempt to bar the doors and keep assets within the U.S. financial system. You see? You're not going to, Klaus Schwab said, you'll own nothing and you'll be happy, man. Everything that you get will be given unto you, it'll be rationed unto you, man. How you can spend your money. Hey, and that money is going to be programmable. It's going to have time limits on it, It's not going to roll over. It said they give you a certain amount of CBDCs to use for that month. It say you don't use all of it. Hey, when that next month roll by and that next installment comes, whatever you didn't spend, it's just going to disappear. You're not going to be living the high life. You're not going to be able to just go and just buy whatever you want whenever you feel like it, man. Certain purchases will be obtainable, and it'll have a limit on how much you can get of it, how often you can buy it, or even if you can buy it or not, man. It's just totally just, like I said, they're going to bar the doors on you, man. You're going to be totally enslaved by this shit. It says reduced reliance on physical cash facilitates increased monitoring and taxation of financial transactions, aligning with the government's and central planners' interests. You see, you'll be instantly taxed if you break a law that causes you to be fined. Financially, they can just take it right there on the spot. You're not going to have to, mail it in or go to the nearest place to, give them that money. They're just going to take it right out of your shit, man, without you even having any ability to stop it, man. You see? It says, interestingly, even with the diminishing purchasing power of the U.S. dollar, the face value of Federal Reserve notes has also been decreasing. Today, the highest denomination note produced by the Federal Reserve is the $100 note. The elimination of higher denominations, such as the 500,000, 5,000, and 10,000 notes began in 1969. Discussions continue, with some advocating for the complete discontinuation of cash. Governments benefit from a cashless system as it allows for more efficient taxation and central planning, while banks see advantages in increased fees and regulatory power. A cashless society results in larger bank deposits, contributing to an expansion of the money supply through fractional reserve banking, blah, blah, blah. It says the move towards a cashless society raises concern about individual control over personal wealth. See, governments and large banks are likely to exert increasing pressure to discourage holding liquid wealth outside of the banking system. Acquiring physical cash and precious metals may become more challenging, potentially reaching a point where coin and Federal Reserve notes are no longer considered legal tender. See, that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to do away with all type of legal tender. It's not going to be legal to use it anymore, and therefore it'll be obsolete. You're going to have to use their shit, and that's it. All right. It'll only be one mode of being able to buy and sell, and it will be controlled through these devils through what we call the M.O.T.B. All right. And this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he caused of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. You see, that's that charagma. That's that micro C hip. Like the guy said, the CBDC, how would it look? It will look like the size of a grain of rice, man. See, and that's why all these different countries all over the world are exploring this cashless CBDC system, because that's the plans of these elites. All right. And that's why you're going to see it's going to start being harder and harder to have cash, or to pull out larger deposits out of the bank, or to get a certain amount of money out of the ATM, because they want to diminish the value. They want to do away with cash altogether. You saw what happened over there. It was Nigeria, where they fully put in that CBDC system and all the cash disappeared. People rioted. They was burning shit down. They went absolutely crazy because that was a test run, a test pilot. And the majority of those Nigerians, they did most of their paying for their bills and buying food and stuff in cash. But when they diminished the cash supply and they made it harder and harder to get cash, and they made them sign up for that digital CBDC system, man, hey, the people didn't like it and they went crazy and they rioted. You see, but now, they learned from that, and they're going to, now they're coming with new and better ways to bring in this system and to ultimately tell you eventually, look, This is going to be the only option you have, man. This is how we know, when they bring these cyber attacks, when they totally destabilize the financial systems, this is what they're going to come with. And either you're going to take it or you're going to die or you're going to starve to death or you won't be able to participate in society unless you receive their mark in your right hand or in their forehead, which is that charagma. And it says what? And that no man might buy or sell, you see, because your ability to buy and sell will be deposited on your CBD. Their CBDC, your digital cash, will be on your micro CF. So if you don't have that in you, when you try to go to the store, you won't even have access to get into it because you're going to have to scan your wrist. You're going to have to scan your charagma for access to these different stores and to buy and sell particular things. See, it says that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right. So it's not going to be we're going to buy and sell with sin. So you're going to, here it is, you're going to want to go to the store and you're going to speak into the little scanner. Well, today I committed adultery, or today I blasphemed the name of the Most High. I sinned intentionally. Now let me in to go buy some food. Come on, man. That don't make absolutely no sense. Now, if you guys are saying that the M.O.T.B is sin, well, how can you gauge that sin? How much can you buy with a particular sin? All right. If you commit adultery, well, how much CBDC would that allow you to have? If you commit murder, how much CBDCs or how much would that deposit into your account, man? It just don't make any sense. It's stupid, man. All right. It says, here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. All right. That's 666, the mark of the damn devil, Esau, Edom. But as you can see, this is why there's going to be a never-ending war on cash until cash is totally obsolete, and they're going to bring in this central bank digital currency, which will be the size of a grain of rice, which will lead to the sea ragamuffin in the M.O.T.B, man. All right, and if you take that, read Revelation, the 14th chapter, man, you're going to be destroyed in the presence of the holy angels and the Lamb, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying. We give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, for putting the spirit of me to do this lesson. To the next one, Shalom.